Hmm. Hey,
Hello.
looks
I'm
like
bored.
you bored. You came to the mall.
Just came from school.
Came from school.
Yeah. I'm
Want to go
gonna
out in
take
the
a
chair again?
because I didn't finish the stories.
Oh, okay. If you want me to shut down and talk about the story, because I literally just started.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's fine. Didn't you open like at 12 or something?
But I got here early just because I had to make an errand.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay. Tired.
yeah, don't blame me.
It's a nice day outside.
It's gonna be what, like 80 degrees?
Tuesday. Next Tuesday.
Well, close to 80 degrees, like 78. That's
Yeah.
close enough.
I'm gonna sit over here.
Yeah, I was gonna
If you
say, I
want.
think you're like right in the view.
I know.
So you actually you're good, like right there.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be this
People,
city.
people are gonna be asking like, who is that? And I was like, well, yeah, I'll get a lot of questions. Trust me.
Yeah. And people
Most,
are like, interesting stories though.
yeah, most of my followers are guys. So
Oh.
there's a few women in there, but just saying. That's why
Hi.
I will get a lot of questions.
Damn.
Yeah. So, well, do you remember where you left off? I know you were talking
No.
about when you were sitting outside by yourself, and
Um.
then I think
Oh yeah, I got hit on by this one guy,
yeah,
and I kind of turned him down, and he just walked away angrily and started mumbling to himself, something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So basically, I was saying like that I have a boyfriend, and Isaiah was like, "So you just tell every boy you meet that you have a boyfriend?" And I'm like, "Yes,
Yeah, and then we were
but
like, and now it's kind of true, so you're good.
yeah, I mean, Isaiah kind of thought I was joking,
Mm.
but at the same time, he didn't believe that I have a boyfriend because I don't know. I didn't stop him. I didn't exactly stop him from doing anything, even though I didn't think he was doing anything that flirtatious, anyways. You know.
Like I said, most women I've met don't realize they're being hit on half the time.
I know. I
So
know.
it's a thing. It's
Hmm. Those
yeah.
things are new.
What?
Those things up top.
What things up top?
Those things.
Well,
The
the
big boxes.
robots.
Yeah.
Yeah, he brought a couple things in Sunday.
Stu?
Yeah, Stu's here
I
Sunday.
haven't seen Stu in like 2, 3 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
No, he was here. He was here Sunday, and then I think he's gonna be here tomorrow because
Hmm.
we gotta finalize this deal here that I got with him.
Yeah.
But I think he came in Sunday because some people were dropping some stuff off, and he was kind of rotating things in here. He brought like
Yeah.
2 carts of stuff.
Hmm.
So.
Usually he does that.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, what was I gonna say? Uh,
He didn't believe you. They had a boyfriend.
yeah, he didn't believe me that I had a boyfriend because
You
this,
didn't turn him away, and you
yeah,
didn't, but you didn't know he was flirting.
yeah.
So.
But at the same time, since Bryce told me, did he know he was flirting with you?
Mhm.
I can kind of tell
Well,
once.
now you can tell. It's pretty
Yeah,
obvious once you know. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Because when we first met, I wasn't looking for any signs because I was just talking to him. So
You're just
yeah,
having a conversation, which just
exactly.
happens. So it's funny you mentioned that because obviously we're talking and
Hmm.
I'm friendly and all that stuff. People feel comfortable talking to me, and so I have a buddy of mine and his wife, by the way. They give me crap because I traveled a lot. It's like, you probably got kids everywhere. You're always talking to all these women. I'm like, just talk to people. Sometimes I'm flirting, yes. Sometimes I'm not. But I just talk to people. It's
Yeah,
not my fault. They
it's
like
just
to make the
human
joke that I have
nature.
30 kids.
Yeah,
I don't. Just making that clear. I don't. But
yeah.
they like to make that joke a lot.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So, oh, so by the time it was like Saturday, so we first met like on a Sunday, I think,
Mhm.
and then the next time we were together, it was like I think Tuesday, and then Thursday, and then we actually hung out like together outside of work on Saturday. So yeah. So I think that was like March 15th. Yeah, we hung out first March 15th, and then we started dating at March 18th. Yeah, quickly.
It can happen.
I know.
It can happen. It is what it is. It's people find each other interesting. They don't. You don't have to wait three
Yeah.
months to make it something.
Hmm.
It is. So
But like, I could tell he was flirting, but at the same time, you could flirt with someone but not like them at the same time.
no, you could flirt with somebody because you find them attractive, but you don't really care to take it further than
Yeah,
that point.
yeah.
So
That's
you could
what
do
I
that.
thought he was doing,
Hmm,
kind of,
it's possible. Maybe, and then maybe
because
you find you interesting afterwards.
I don't know. I mean, there was this time it was like freezing. Honestly, it wasn't even freezing. It was actually a nice day. It was like around the 60s or
I mean,
something.
windy.
It wasn't windy,
Mm.
but for some reason my hands were cold. And he was like, he wasn't holding my hands, but he was just feeling my hands because they were cold and they were
Hmm.
trying to warm them up or something like that. I don't know.
I like that line. My line is, "I'm a very warm person. Go right ahead." I've used that
Yeah.
plenty of times. Trust me, because I am a very warm person.
But yeah, basically we were just there.
Hmm.
We were like in this thing, this sitting thing. And we were just sitting there, just talking and stuff about life. And yeah, I could tell he was flirting a little bit because I could just tell, kind of, because Bryce told me.
You know,
Yeah.
once you know, you'll see it more.
Yeah.
Kind of when I took, well, not everybody's like that though, because like I said, one of my exes, when I told her, well, I mentioned it to you yesterday. I told
Yeah.
her, you do realize that such has been flirting with you this whole time.
Hmm.
So have I, but I'm just saying, have you not noticed? And then she didn't really kind of want to accept it for a while. I was like,
Did he
you,
accept it?
like
Like,
she thought I was like just being a jealous person. I was like,
yeah.
no, they're flirting. I guarantee you, if you ask them, they'll
Hmm.
tell you. Because once you get most guys, when you get confronted with something like that, they'll do one of two things: deny it like to death, like where it's kind of obvious at that point,
Hmm.
or just accept it. That's kind of how
Yeah.
I see it. So
Hmm.
you get your answer no matter what.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
Um. Oh yeah, that first day we hung out. We were just taking like a walk and stuff. About maybe like a 3 mile walk. I meant to say a 3 hour walk. So 3 hours. So probably a 4 mile walk. We walked a lot. We like to walk because it's free.
There's a lot of things you can do if you can walk in the park. It's free.
Yeah, we walk in the park
You
usually.
go to look. I would look up film festivals, especially like in when it's getting nice out in Hoboken. They do like this film festival in the park sometimes.
What's a film
Like it's
festival?
basically, well, sometimes they do like new films or like indie films, and they put
Mm-hmm.
them on a giant sheet in a projector, and you kind of just lay on the grass and watch the films.
Mm, I'd rather do like a drive-in movies or
Well,
something.
there's that too.
It's easier because
But there's
it's.
not that many driving. The closest driving is like maybe 40 minutes away if you're lucky.
I mean, that's not bad because they're pretty old. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's not bad.
And then the other one's probably like in New York. Like we're talking like going towards South Jersey because you're in
Yeah.
Union, so you're close to where
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
So we basically have the same distance of like where the drive is
Yeah.
gonna be. So I've looked. It's funny because I do this podcast with a couple buddies of mine.
Hmm.
I actually am part of two podcasts, but the one I do actually today, we were talking about drive-in movies last week,
Yeah.
and like who like I got a buddy. One of them is in Tennessee, the other one's in Canada,
Hmm.
the other one's in California. So we all started looking like in our areas. Like some of us knew, some of us didn't.
Yeah.
I've never been to one. Some of them have.
Hmm.
So that's how that conversation. That's the only reason I know why they're how far they are. So it just happened to be like
Yeah.
chance. But that'd be a good experience, especially if have you ever been to one?
Yeah. When
Has
I
he
was
been?
like 11.
That's a
Like
long
he
time.
was really young. Yeah.
What about him? Has he you ever asked him if he's been to one? It'd be a good experience for both of you.
I mean, I don't think he has, but maybe I never really asked him.
Find out. They say you guys like doing well. That wouldn't be exactly free, but it's still not crazy
Yeah,
expensive.
yeah. He likes watching movies, so I bet he wouldn't mind driving movie and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But with the roller skating, my very first time going roller skating,
Was it
I
with
was
him or?
yeah, it was with him.
Oh wow,
Um,
that's a good experience.
and I could just when he went roller skating, I could just tell he likes me by that time. Like it kind of confirmed, quote unquote, that he liked me without him saying that he likes me. I could just tell
Yeah.
because like I
Well, I'll put it to you like this. It's sometimes one of those that happens.
mhm,
I never actually asked my partner to be in a relationship. We just kind of
mhm.
happened.
Yeah.
So that can happen. It just you don't have to. So you actually have an anniversary date though. We never.
Yeah.
We don't have a date because we don't remember when it started. We just know that
Yeah.
it happened.
Mhm.
You know. So I find that funny that you mentioned that.
But the thing is, like, where was I again?
Roller skating, first time doing it
Yeah.
together,
So
and you kind of had a feeling now that
yeah.
he liked you now.
So I could tell that he liked me because like he'd always want me to stay by him, like really close to him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some reasons were I was bad at roller skating, first of all, so we had to hold hands the whole time.
I mean, that's a
Because,
nice
like,
excuse. Like I said, it's kind of like the bowling thing too, but he kind of
yeah,
flopped on that one because
yeah.
he wasn't that good at
Yeah.
it.
But the thing is, he was actually a really good skater, so he was mostly just helping and guiding me with
Mhm.
the skating and stuff like that, which actually helped a lot because I got used to skating within like 10, 15 minutes.
I like to make this joke, especially with people who are really small. It's like at least if you fall, it's not a long distance. It's okay. My every pretty much 90% of people I've dated have been from about here lower. So so it's a joke I've gotten to make a lot.
Yeah. So, I mean, at least he's a good skater.
Yeah.
He's a kind of a show off, to be honest. He's a little too good.
Well, maybe he kind of was wanting to show off to you more than anything else.
Yeah, but when I said you're a show off, he's like, I like to show off to everyone, and I'm like,
yeah, I think that's I call bullshit on that.
yeah, me too.
I call bullshit on that. I don't think he's gonna put all that extra effort for random people. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, he seems like he would because he sounds like the type of person who would, from how I know him.
Are you gonna meet him today?
Hopefully.
You haven't decided yet.
I mean, I asked if we could hang out, but he has to contact me.
Well, it's early, technically.
Yeah, but we were talking for a little bit earlier
Mm.
while I was driving, so safe. On the phone.
That's what you need to do at your age.
It's fine.
Syndrome. It's not
I
fine.
wasn't texting, I was calling.
Oh, that's.
But I was holding the phone, so.
See, that's bad.
I know. I could try.
How are you doing something that people should have stopped doing like in the 2000s? That makes no sense.
Well, I'm a safe driver at the same time.
That's not an excuse.
Like I don't stare at the phone. I just drive.
You have it on speaker at least?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on FaceTime, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's still pretty bad because you have to kind of look at the screen. But yeah, okay, I give you that.
I wasn't looking at the screen actually.
Okay, then that's fine. As long as you, I thought you were like holding the phone like.
I was holding the phone, but I was just holding the phone like this and driving.
Oh, that's terrible. That's so
It's
bad.
okay. You could tell the stream.
Well, no, they can hear you. They hear you perfectly.
Oh. Hello.
Yeah, actually, there's like 2 or 3 people. It says, "Well, I hear he was a skater boy." That's one of their comments.
Oh.
They just randomly making comments, and
Yeah.
then when you were on stream, somebody put like eyes, the eye emoji.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oddly enough, that person who did
Damn.
that, they live in Jersey. They're like South Jersey.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're fine.
That's a little awkward. Oops.
Yeah. Like I said, because you sat there and I was like, you do know like it's
I
on.
just realized the camera was there. That's why
Yeah.
I moved.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize it.
No, I mentioned it. That's why I mentioned. I was like, I know you were gonna sit there. I was like, you're gonna be like right on camera, and it's like
Use
it's
the
like I'm
content.
interviewing you. Yeah.
I could give you live stream content.
There you go. Well, if somebody asks about something, maybe you can go grab it.
Really? What is it?
No, I'm just saying if they ask about it.
Okay.
All right, because right now, so usually I try to do it on TikTok
Mm-hmm.
just to kind of see how that works. But it's since it's TikTok algorithm is weird. Sometimes you'll get like a bunch of people. Like the first day I had like at least 5 people talking, and then but over the time there was a bunch of different.
I think it's calling me.
Go ahead, take your call.
Hello? Hi. I'm not sure. I'm just hanging around. Good. You're thinking? Nice, nice. Cool. Yeah. Where are you going? Cool, cool. Yeah. Well, not customers are here. I'm not working. I wish, honestly. Running out of money. No, I think he's on vacation or something. I don't know.
Come on, Bryce. Bryce is at school.
Oh yeah, Bryce is at school, I meant to say. Yeah, with his mommy. I know. I feel bad for the mom. Okay, when? Mm-hmm. Okay. Why? Sorry to hear that. Same, but I woke up at 6. So, for you.
Depends what you want to see. Quick, there's a bunch of stuff here. I don't think there's any Ghostbuster stuff that I've seen.
Wait, what?
Hey, Christina.
Okay. So how's your day?
You let me know if I can find some stuff. I'll show you.
Thinking it's hard. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Mm.
It's not all Funko Pops.
Hi.
Hang on.
How are you doing?
Good.
I'm not good. I'm sorry to interrupt.
All right.
My brother's very sick.
Yeah.
And it's my birthday tomorrow, right? And I don't have any money whatsoever.
Yeah.
So do you think you can help me out a little?
Oh man, I like I said, I just work here. So anything to like buy or stuff like that, I'll have to do with the owner,
Uh,
or Bryce, but he's not here. So
Can we help you out with what? Sorry, I was distracted. Yeah. Okay.
can I ask her?
Huh?
Can I ask her?
What?
Huh?
What do you want to ask?
Well, kind of need to get to my brother's house, so I want to see if
Okay.
I can get some help.
I love you.
I don't think she can help you either, buddy.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, my name is Tyler, and my brother's real sick. I'm trying to get to his house, but I have no money whatsoever. And tomorrow is his birthday. And I was wondering if you can help me out a little.
What would you like us to do?
Just like $10 to $20, that's it.
Well, I don't think she can help because she's a struggling student, and
Oh, you're struggling?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, almost every student is struggling. Trust me, school's expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, not even like 10 or 5.
Well, I'm actually here trying to make money, buddy. I'm for the same reason. I got a kid.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm sorry.
that's all
Sorry,
right.
buddy. Good luck.
Damn.
Yeah, well, he was here the other day trying to sell me a penny. And he looked like he had a handler that day, like somebody who takes care of him.
Mhm.
I think today he just got out on his own. Yeah,
So
he
sad.
obviously needs help, but like special needs help.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's nothing I can do about it. I just can be as nice as possible about it. Yeah, and it looks like he knows Bryce. Maybe Bryce has given him a hand before or
Yeah.
something. Because he mentioned him by name, and apparently Bryce buys a lot of different things. Like he bought that bug collection, I guess, down there, or he brought it in. I don't know if he
Yeah.
bought it or brought it in, one of the two.
Mm.
So he's a little bit more open-minded to do things. But like I said, not my money, not my, can't do nothing about that.
Yeah. So, Isaiah said he's gonna come around.
Here?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, at least you get your answer.
Yep.
I thought it seemed like he was gonna be busy. From I wasn't trying to eavesdrop nothing, but you didn't exactly sound too happy for a second.
But usually he's not in such a good mood when we talk on the phone. Usually, like he's always like doing something.
But he called you.
Yeah.
That's weird. Just saying.
Sometimes he just wants to talk to me.
No. I'm saying, but it's weird that he would have it. It's weird that not just him. Anybody would have like an attitude if because you're busy and on the phone when you're the one who called. That's what I find weird.
I'm
That-
kind of used to it, so it doesn't really bug me as much anymore.
Yeah, quick. He's talking about the guy. Yeah, that guy. Well, that guy's been here before, quick, and I've had to kind of like not shoo him, but kind of just steer him, shoo him away.
Shoot it.
Not shoot, shoo. Jeez, this is not Texas, man. No, but like I said, last time he came, he had like a handler, like kind of like
Oh.
I wouldn't call it a nanny, but like I think maybe somebody by the state that takes care of him.
Like a nurse.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Mhm.
So and he said the same thing. I think he said it was his birthday that day or something.
Oh, honestly, I was willing to give him $10 because I have $10. But
No, like I said, my problem with giving somebody like that money when they're by themselves, like, be different if maybe the handler was here and I wouldn't kind of shoot him away from you too. But like, you don't know what somebody like that will do with money, or if somebody will take advantage of him because he has that money. So it's either way. It's for his own safety. That's kind of how I look at it. Because if I have family members who have, they're high functioning,
Yeah.
so it's a little bit different. But still, like if somebody was to take advantage of them, or like if somebody gave them something and they didn't know what to really do with it, like what's he gonna do with that? How's he gonna get home? You know? $10 is not gonna get you a cab or an
I know.
Uber, and then the bus is not gonna give you change. And how
Yeah.
did he get here?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? There's all these things that you don't know, and then those $10 that you give him might affect him negatively in a way. Who knows?
I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
Like what stuff people are going through.
Yeah. Plus, like you said, you're looking for a job and hard on for money.
Yeah.
Okay. He seems to be okay. He's got a jacket. It's not freezing cold outside.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be alright.
So what were we talking about before? Where were we?
We were past the showing off for roller skating.
Oh yeah. So he's really good at roller skating and stuff. So we were just like holding hands the whole time, which was fine. But at the same time, I first thought it was just a hangout, even though I dressed up like it was a date. But I thought it was a hangout because.
A hangout with somebody you're interested in is a date.
But at the same time,
it's a date. I'm sorry.
But we're still friends.
Yeah.
We were still friends. So.
Yeah, you can date while being friends. Because dating is the precursor to going out.
Dating is just an adjective, right? And
yeah, you do dating to see if you want to go out with somebody. That's how it works.
Well, I thought it was hanging out, so it was hanging out, right?
But you got dolled up for it, so
because I do that for everything. I do that for because I usually never go out with anyone. Like
you
ever.
came here and you didn't get dolled up. You just
because
you said everything. I'm just calling bull.
No, this is just going out, not going to work.
You said everywhere. That was your word, not mine.
But I was just dressing up because roller skating, and we were going out to eat, and it was
subconsciously you did it. Let's leave it there.
It wasn't dating. It was just hanging out, right?
Maybe to you.
At least I'm giving you context. I guess. Just staring at them.
Well, yeah. No, it's funny because they asked me what we have here, and I was like, "There's pretty much everything. That's like it's Funko Pops, action figures, statues.
Yeah.
There's clothes.
There's Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
There's Marvel. There's CDs. There's action figures. You're welcome, stream.
Yeah. Actually, I did show off all those stuff in the back the other day. But the problem with that is to do it again. Actually the program I'm using now will make it easier because I can just literally send the link to my phone, and I can bring in the camera from the computer. Because this is the program I usually use when I used to do my own streaming all the time, so I know how to work this. TikTok Live is a mess. Like that. The way to do it on the computer, like the studio on the computer, it's all over the place. They try to make it look pretty instead of functional.
Yeah.
This program is more functional. So
like what streaming services are you using?
StreamYard. So StreamYard lets me if I pay for it, I can stream to like 7 different places at once. So I could do YouTube, Instagram, Twitch all at one time.
Wow. I think you'd have to just do one app at a time.
So StreamYard is a place where it does it all at once for you. So you stream in one's website and it casts it to all those others. But if you want to do more than one place, you have to pay for it. I used to pay for it when I streamed like every week. I used to stream at least twice a week. Now that I don't do it, I was like, why am I paying this money? Yeah. So right now, with the YouTube thing right now, it's like I guess even let's say you were home and I can send you a link and you will be able to be on the stream. That's how we do the podcast. But my buddy, he pays for it, so he had he can do like little designs and like do pop up videos, a whole bunch of stuff. Like he can do more than I can right now because he pays for it. So it's just like I probably will go show off all the stuff in the back eventually.
Like the back rooms.
Well, not the back room, the Star Wars section and stuff.
You'd be scared of the back rooms.
Yeah, that's I'm not. I already busted my ass here. I don't want to go fall back there. I told you yesterday before you came in, literally, probably I would say like 20 minutes before you came,
Yeah.
and then it was like 5 minutes before somebody else came is where that chair gave out. So
Did you show them the chair you broke?
no, I could do that. Well, you could do that for me if you want.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
You know, boss. Looking for something?
Nah, just here to talk.
Oh, hey. I didn't recognize you. From
That's
the other
all
day.
right. That's all right. You only see me like
One
once.
time. Yeah, I've only
Yeah.
seen you once, so that's on me. Just heads up, if you walk from where she is over here, you're on stream. Like she's not on stream, but you are.
Like I was originally sitting over here. Wait,
Yeah.
wait. I was originally sitting over there,
Yeah.
and I was just facing right
I'm
at the
right in
camera.
the middle of the camera. I was like, you might want to
Yeah.
bridge over.
It was a little awkward.
Yeah.
It's just
There you go.
Oh no, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Not you. No, I'm
That's
sure
a broken
this is the broken chair
Oh, all right.
that I broke yesterday. I was sitting on this thing and it just gave out.
What was this?
Well, 5 minutes after that, somebody came in and what you call it? That was interesting. I had just gotten off the floor.
What are you doing on the floor? I'm just looking for something.
Yeah. No, then I couldn't find my phone because I was like, where the hell did I put it? I had shoved it in one of these damn shelves to try to get up first, so I wouldn't smash it. Yeah, that was fun. That was probably the most. And luckily I didn't have the camera facing me that day because that would have been on stream forever. Yeah. Funk Illuminati, that comment doesn't work when people can't hear you. He likes to make this joke when we're on the phone, like if I have somebody on speaker. He likes to say, "How's the rash?" There's no rash. He's just being a dick. Yeah, those are the kind of friends I have.
My cup is bothering me.
The what?
What? There's a
It's a
cup.
cup there.
I'm gonna throw it out.
Is it his cup? The guy who was here?
No, it was a cup there.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Because when I came in here, there was nothing in front. So, oh, it might have been the guy who came and bought a bunch of stuff. Maybe he had a cup and just left it there after he dropped all his stuff. He bought stuff and literally dropped it right at the door. I was like, huh, it is what it is. Yeah, see, if they would have got a clip of me falling, it would have been part of the stream. We do a stream every week, which today is one of those days. Not this stream, so another kind of like a podcast. They would play that every week on a replay.
Anyway,
They like that.
I have something for you, by the way.
the best one there. Like,
It's not something in the car. You don't even know what it is.
wish. Sucks.
My birthday.
Yeah. Don't talk too much.
It's not really anything yet.
Okay.
I'm sorry for the keys.
Yeah, like me, huh? Now
Yeah.
you copy my style, man.
Literally, because your sweatshirt did it, and your shoes.
Exactly. You got mine all over. Never seen it. I remember this when this came out. Skyline is just awesome. I love it. Like the
No,
whole
it's
game,
fun.
I still have mine.
Those things went on clearance for the longest time, and now they were on clearance for so long that they're rare because people tossed them all and
Oh,
got
they're
rid of
rare
them.
now?
Some of them, not all of them.
Oh,
There's some like that because people thought it was gonna completely die, so they just got rid of them and tossed them in the bins, like those $5,
yeah,
$2
you just
bins.
tossed them.
So now some people who were collectors of them were like hunting them down. It's a niche market, but some people try to hunt them down as much as they can.
Yeah, that's why I keep all my toys. Like I keep every video game. I kept all my toys, Legos, everything.
I regret getting rid of the first Assassin's Creed. That's one of the video games I loved, and I sold it.
Don't.
That was the only one, and I don't even know how much a copy of like original copy of it would be, because I have every single game after that. I have a complete set other than that one,
Yeah,
and it bugs the hell out of
I
me.
feel that, bro. Cause like I have the same thing. Like that's why I don't like throwing things away. Cause like I feel like if I throw something away, I regret it. Like I want it back. Like I still have my Game Boy, my DS.
See, those things are cool. The one thing I don't agree with keeping, my mother has this issue where I found a damn manual for a TV from like 2000. I'm like, why? What use does that have?
Yeah, that's not useful. Yeah, right.
Yeah, but like I get like video games, consoles, and stuff like that. Yeah, keep them.
Consoles, toys too.
Hmm. Yeah, I got
TVs, I keep even old TVs.
TV. Man, I remember when you wanted to play a game in a different place, you had to carry those big ass TVs.
I swear, right?
It was not fun. You had to have strength to pick those damn things up.
It's TVs and box TVs too.
Yeah, in Spanish you call it TV with the culo. It had big ass just sticking out. And you drop one of those and it splits, it's done.
I still have a couple of them.
Do you?
Yeah.
There's very even in other countries, man. They've gone kind of like on the wayside now, and like people don't even have them anymore. It's very rare to see them. For years, I would travel and see them like in Latin America, and even there, they're becoming like obsolete completely. Like you don't see them.
It's
Yeah, because like even LCDs and flat screens have become so common. Even like there's so many cheap options, so people have kind of gotten rid of them. Mhm.
I
But
feel like what's up?
there's some video games that are or you have to need extra pieces to play if you don't have one of those TVs.
It's true.
So there's that.
It's true. Because I forget what games they were. I used to have like where you still like plug it into the TV and you still play it.
I think
I had like
Nintendo-
the SpongeBob one. They had like different types of ones. And then when we were like little kids, I don't know when you were. When we were little kids. They had a TV for like little kids, but they had like a SpongeBob one, and they had
yeah,
you can't
I
wear
know what you're
those. I
talking
want
about.
one of those again. Those
I
are
know what you're
awesome.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
See?
did Pirates of the Caribbean
Yep,
one.
they did.
There's a bunch of those, man.
I'm trying to get one back.
They're rough. They're hard to find, and I know Disney did a few of them too.
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy, the guy. I don't know if you ever seen the movie Holes.
I've seen holes. Come on.
Okay, so Zero, he's
Yep,
a
Sub-Zero.
collector, and he's hunting all those novelty TVs down.
Yep.
He's got a few of them. And then when he had one piece, and then realized, oh, somebody in his comments was like, you're missing the rest of it. He had no idea there was more to it. So 'cause he just happened to run by that piece. So
Right.
now he's like hunting it down. He'll get it easily because he's got so many people following him.
Right.
But still, stuff like that, man. If you have the space for it, why not?
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Hmm. It's like my lunchtime. I'm debating whether to actually buy something to eat or drink this protein shake. It's like
Buy a snack or something. Like buy like pretzels upstairs or something. I don't know.
I have to leave. It's a pain in the ass.
I could stay here.
And there's that too.
Yeah.
I text someone to see if they'll bring me food because they just got out of work. So if they tell me no, then I'll take you up on that if you're here. I don't know how long you guys are gonna stay here. So if you guys do decide to leave, I'll deal with the consequence.
Go go right now.
No,
I don't
because
think he wouldn't mind if you just left for a few minutes.
no, it's not that. Said if I don't have to go get it myself, and somebody can bring me the food, and I don't, that means they'll pay for it. You know what I mean? So I'm just waiting for the response because they just got out of work and they got to head this way anyway. So I'm just waiting on that. I think the one thing I hate about YouTube is that you can't play music.
Didn't you play music in here yesterday?
I was on TikTok though. TikTok doesn't give a crap about music. If you do it on YouTube, you'll get a ding, and if you get, I think it's 3 strikes, and they'll shut down your whole account
Why?
because copyright. YouTube has a lot of copyrights. So they don't allow you to use it. That's why TikTok is a lot freer. Like they have more liberties. They just passed a law to ban it. Actually, they snuck it in there with like a relief fund or something. So they got a year to sell it, or it leaves the United States completely.
I think it's gonna leave
Well, if they can sell it in a year,
TikTok.
it'll be here. Yeah. But I'm not pressed about it. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's like Vine type.
I think somebody would be sad because she's shy. When I first met her, she was scrolling. She was rolling on that TikTok. She was chilling on that
I
thing.
don't like TikTok. TikTok is always like a trendy thing. I like Vine. Vine was more funny. Vine was funny though.
Yeah. But oddly enough, I only watched Vine on other people's phones. But at that time, I think I was running a BlackBerry. I had a BlackBerry, so there was no Vine on BlackBerry. So when I used to see my friends, they would show me Vine. So I wasn't so on top of it, but I know some of the most famous Vines ever. Obviously,
Oh yeah, definitely.
yeah, you know them, you see them, and they still pop up here and there. Like people repost them all the time. And some of those guys are now on other platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my favorite guys on there was Charlie Classic. He was hilarious. He's still around. Crazy as hell, but he's around.
Vine, man. Vine was the best though.
Mhm.
Vine was the best. I don't know, TikTok.
Yeah, like I said, it's very liberating that you can like play music. Like I could watch stuff, and they won't get.
Depends what you
Well, no, I can't put it on screen. But like if you have the audio playing, I don't think they ding you for that. It's more like music, especially because they will like pick up on the key. Even if you sing something and if you're enough on key and close to the actual like stuff, they can still ding you for that. It's crazy. I've seen it happen. You can dispute it, but I've still seen it get dinged for that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The YouTube's a whole other animal.
Yeah, YouTube.
Mm. That signal is kind of weird, man. It goes and comes.
Like Uvu. I remember Uvu.
Oh, I remember that.
Remember that? Uvu on Kick.
Type.
Kick was the shit too.
Mm-hmm.
Kick got kind of exploited by a lot of terrible people.
Mm.
Hmm.
You remember Uvu?
Oh yeah.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
It was like a FaceTime thing.
Yeah.
Like, that was awesome too.
And what was it? The one that just got shut down on Mego?
Yes.
That just got shut down.
I remember that.
There was another one. It was mostly international. I know that one was like Badu or something like that. It's like Badu, like that. And that one was more out of the country. It was used a lot, like a lot of people used that somewhere else. Oh man,
Good times. Things changed. Everybody got these headphones set. Well, look what I got. Trying to get one of those too. That's right.
she's completely lost. She has no idea what we're talking about.
No.
Talk about me? What?
So we're talking about stuff that probably existed when you were very tiny.
Wow.
How old are you?
Me?
Yeah.
34.
34.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
you're a lot older than me. I'm 24.
10 years is
10
not that
years.
10
much.
years, but it's not bad. Yeah, I remember a lot.
24.
She's the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's
she doesn't
okay.
know anything.
But I said,
I remember
I
having a flip phone, dude. Like she doesn't know, what I'm saying? Having the flip phone, asking the girl, yeah, give me your number.
I
I
had
was
the
like
flip.
6
My
years old.
first flip phone, my first personal flip phone had a camera. Actually had a camera on it.
Oh yeah,
Like you could twist it, but it was like you look at that camera now, it's so bad.
I know. Like you thought, like the camera back in the day, you're like, this has to be the best camera. Now you look at it, it's like, why?
I don't even know if you could see clearly those images. Like it too, like it's weird because your eyes back then thought like, oh, this looks great,
Mm-hmm.
and you look at it now, it's like,
I remember taking my phone and just flipping it. Like it used to be fun.
one of my first memories with that damn phone. One of the girls I was interested in, her cousin is like snatched her cousin snatched my phone, took a picture of the girl. So here, now you have it. And it's like, really? You just go put me on blast like that?
Yeah.
Like it was obvious. We both knew, but it was like one of those things where it got put out there.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first experience with my flip phone.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
I only had the flip phone maybe for like a year though, but then I like got into like the iPhone then.
I didn't really care for the iPhone. I think I went from flip to there was Boost Mobile. Then I also had the Sidekick. When the Sidekick came out, it was the text one
Yeah.
that flipped.
I had the thing where you flip it up and you
There
can
you go.
text in.
There you
Yeah. Those are awesome,
Yeah.
bro.
Actually, the one that I had is the one that I had I stole. So that was interesting.
I stole a couple phones. Like,
You know what's funny?
what's
When I was in high school, I did it a bunch, and I never got in trouble for it. But the one phone that I got accused of stealing, I didn't steal, which was interesting.
That's
That was
interesting.
that was
Yeah.
interesting.
That's kind of stupid, but it's interesting.
Yeah. I was like, I didn't take that phone. Also, why? I was like they just made me write an essay. They were like, write why you're here, explain why you're here.
Yeah, that old shit, huh?
I was like, I'm here because I was falsely accused of stealing somebody's
They
phone
always do that.
who doesn't like me. Period. And I walked out. What are you gonna do? They're gonna stop me?
Right, they can't stop you in school.
I
Like,
have
what are they gonna
literally
do?
nothing on me. What are you gonna do? That's all I did. I wrote it. I just didn't write you an essay. That's as far as I can go.
The problems were not back in my day, but the problems were when I went to like middle school, bro. It was so much drama.
What area did you go to school in?
2014.
No, not year. What area?
What area?
Like what city?
Summit,
Summit.
the whitest town you can ever be in.
Okay, I grew up in Jersey City,
Yeah.
so it's a little bit different.
Yeah, it's a little bit different, but I mean, it's a lot of like. I wouldn't say they're snobby, but like you got like those white girls be like, "Oh yeah, my daddy gave me a Bentley."
Bougie.
Yeah,
Very
like
bougie.
those bougie girls.
Short Hills Mall bougie.
Exactly, because they're all rich as hell, and it's like everybody is snobs. But then you got those people who came from like Jersey City and Newark area, and they act the way they act, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And you just like it doesn't mess anything up, but it's just like it's like different, It's like a wave. It's like goes up and down.
I went from Jersey City to South Orange, Maplewood, for like a year. I went there for a year, and it was so weird, like seeing people try to act like if they were from something else. And I was
Yeah.
like, even the school counselor brought me down. It was like, just take your test here because I'm tired of dealing with this. Like, I know where you come from, and I know why you're always getting into crap. I was like, just I don't want an incident. That's all they told me. So they just took me every time I had to take a test or something like that, or it wasn't like a big event. They separated me from everybody else. I was like, this is a little extreme, but whatever.
I mean, it's like usually when it was like usually middle school or high school it was like a lot of girls came over from like Newark area,
Mm.
like those bougie areas. So they acted a certain way,
Mhm.
and they got everybody else in trouble because we all acted a certain way.
Yeah.
It was so much fighting. I went to the principal's office every day. It was like,
I'll tell you this right now. My first high
I had
school.
my girlfriend was like getting in trouble at the time. I'm like, it was bad. Guess what was you about to say?
My first high school was like 80% black, and I would say like maybe 15 to 29% Hispanic, and like 1% white. It was literally two white people. It was like two white people in that school, and they were twins, so they look exactly the same.
It was a whole bunch of white people, like 30% black, and like a lot. It's a lot of Jews, a lot of Spanish
Well,
over
Jews, where I
there.
live now, there's a lot of like Jewish people.
Yeah,
We get a lot of like Jewish holidays off now.
yeah, it's a
Where
lot
my
of
kid goes.
Jewish.
It's interesting. It's a different environment for sure for me. It's weird, but it's better because of for the schools and stuff that are there
Right.
for my kid and stuff. So I don't really mind it. I just find that she might be a little bit more sheltered than I would like, especially because her grandmother likes to spoil her. She's the only grandchild, so
I get that. Yep. You said it was like only two white kids. Like when I was like when I was like I was third, fourth grade, bro. I was the only black kid in the
mm,
whole class, bro. It was like everybody hate Chris. It was weird, yo.
I don't think I ever experienced that.
I experienced that. I was the only black kid in the whole school. I'm like, what the hell? And then more black kids came. I'm like, what's going on?
It means the neighborhood was changing.
Yeah, that neighborhood was definitely changed. And then once all the black kids came around, it really did change because I met so many people. Like a lot of friends that I met who were black, they came from like North. I'm sorry, Newark, East Orange. One guy came from Africa. One guy,
One of my favorite memories of school. This kid came from Trinidad, so, and his speech pattern was obviously really strong. Really strong accent. When his freshman year, say, "Hi, my name is Kareem." Is it Kareem? I'm from Trinidad. Trinidad. I was like, he had a heavy accent, and I just couldn't help but laugh. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, but I was like, yeah, I've never heard that accent before. Like I've heard Haitian, I've heard all those. I'm like, but his accent was so unique to me, and I was like, we became really good friends at the time.
Right.
After that, we had homeroom together, and it was like, he had that like he had this weird smile, like where he found it funny too, but he also had that look in his eyes, like you bastard.
Yeah, you bitch. Yeah, like
Yeah.
come on, bro.
So it was always funny. But he was like a chill dude. Like he never got into like any crazy trouble. I was always the one getting involved in stuff. He was like probably one of our most relaxed friends ever.
I had another friend. His name was Hazan or something. I forget his name.
Hassan?
Something. I don't know. It was a while ago. I don't talk to him no more. But
Yeah.
he came from a different country too, and his language was so funny too. But we became good friends as well. And I had another friend who came from literally from Africa,
Mm.
and he came to Summit, and we used to make fun of him too, like, where's the cotton at? Like,
I always found that comment funny though, just because technically the ones who come from there never experienced it.
They don't.
They have no idea what the hell we're talking about.
But our language too and our slang is like
Mhm.
so different from them too.
Oh, you go to Africa, you're not black. You're not.
Yeah.
They don't consider like you think it's crazy to think of, but when people who from here go over there, you'll get discriminated over there as a black person. Oddly enough, and not everywhere, but I've heard that like you're technically not viewed as the same.
Right.
You're not from there. It's weird. Like I was like, cause like in Hispanic culture, it's more if you don't know of your culture, then you kind of get discriminated again a little bit more.
I can see that too. Yeah.
That's a little bit different.
Spanish.
But when it comes to like Africa, I've heard some stories, man. That's kind of crazy. Um,
I met a lot of like most of my friends were like. Of course, I knew a lot of white people, but I hanged out with a lot of black people, Asians. What was it? Black Asians and Hispanics. A lot of them.
Well, most of mine was Hispanic and Hispanic, Black, Filipinos.
Yeah,
There's a lot of Filipinos where I grew up.
it's a lot of white girls, but most of the time it was a lot of black girls in my school. A couple of black girls, and not really Chinese or anything. Not a lot of them, but Hispanics. A lot. A lot. I'm like, what's going on? Yeah. They were different too.
Yeah, we take over almost everywhere we go.
Yeah, you guys take over. You really do, though. You really do. The Hispanics and the Jews take over the most.
Oh no, Jewish people take that to a whole other level because they don't just take over schools, man. They take over businesses and stuff like that. Like they take over a neighborhood completely. They work together.
Most of my friends are like a lot of my friends are Jewish. Everybody that I know is mostly like Jewish.
And they all have some kind of connection to some kind of business.
Dude, they do, bro. Like they got money, man. Like I know one of my boys, like his dad is he's a doctor and his mom's a lawyer. He got money, man. They got new Teslas. I was in the car with them or something, and they wanted to go into not real estate. What is it called? Investment. And his dad was on the phone. Remember, his dad's a penis doctor. That's what he does. I don't know why. But
Urologist.
Yeah, neurologist. And he calls him up. I'm like, yo, put $75,000 in right now. Like, damn. Oh shit, sorry. But I'm like, damn. Like, I want to do that. That's crazy.
Just man, those guys, they gotta get paid, man. You think about it, you spend your whole life looking at penises. So
Yeah, right. I mean, shit. I could be a vagina doctor. I would be doing that all day. Getting paid for that.
I think that's oncology. Oncology, I think
Oncology.
it's called. Oncology. Those
But
guys.
they that's what they do, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are the people you have to be friends with. That's what you know.
I think all my cousins became lawyers. Most of my cousins are lawyers. Yeah. One's going into being a police officer, and the other one flunked out of being a police officer. So now she's a dispatch person. So I don't have any doctors in the family. It's all law and order, I guess you could say.
Yeah, figures.
Mm-hmm.
Figures. Yeah, I mean that's the way to go. Real estate, doctor, something like that, you know, where you can make a lot of money.
Yeah, honestly, it depends. 'Cause especially with the real estate, man, it's like
It's iffy now.
but it's always iffy. No matter what you do, you kind of have to hit it at the right moment, or it's kind of like gambling at that point.
Yeah.
Like if you hit it, and if you don't, it can get really bad if you don't pull out in time. But you got to invest time in it too. So,
Right.
do you want to do that? That's the question.
I feel like when you do real estate though, you have to like know what you're doing, but also to
Oh, it's always gonna be a learning curve though.
yeah, it's always a learning something.
And it's
you
always
know?
changing. And then you got to look at property taxes. That's where, like, if you stick around with a property for too long, that can hurt you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the only reason I know that is because my father tried to get into all that stuff, and it was not pretty.
My great my great uncle got into real estate. He owned like 4 or 5 houses way back in the day, maybe in like the late '60s or so.
That's a
But
little bit easier back then because
yeah,
the prices on stuff was completely different.
he made a lot of money, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything's gonna change. You just have to be ready for it, you know. Even if you were born in like the '60s, you still have to be ready for it. But it was iffy too.
But they say right now that the housing is supposed to, like it's a big bubble that's gonna pop soon. It's just kind of like the car market. The car market's suffering right now because everybody and their mother got a new vehicle during the what's it called? I forgot. It's like the COVID money, the stimulus stuff. like people were buying cars left and right with that stimulus stuff, and now everything that you see is being rebuilt because they can't keep up with what they agreed to because they don't have that extra money no more. Mm-hmm. So that's why the car market's so crap right now. People are losing their cars, and now you got all the car salesmen trying to sell all those repos.
Business is a game, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it works.
Like I said, if you hit it at the right moment, it can be great, and if you don't, well, you're shit out of luck. One thing I don't like about these chairs, man.
Well, you don't, you know, you always try to learn your way around it too, you know, and probably try not to give up on it.
Honestly, it's all up to the person, man. I know a guy who barely sleeps, and that's why he's successful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you want
Because
something,
sleeping on your own time, that's money going away. I agree with that, man. I'll be like, go, you know, I'll be up to like 4 or 5 o'clock still working on my stuff. I don't care. Get 2 hours of sleep, I'm good.
that guy now he has his own comic series, based on power that he created. It's called the part. Basically, his characters are based on melanin.
Hmm.
Only characters I've ever seen based on melanin, and that's his concept. And he got his publishing. He owns all the rights to everything, which is very rare as a writer.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it just takes hard and work and dedication and also, you know, expanding, you know, and being smart what you have to do too.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
For sure. I think somebody might be bored.
Sorry, Sonia.
Right. That's what I like to talk.
Business.
Want to take a walk?
Okay.
Go take a walk.
Take it easy, man.
This one's getting bored.
Yeah, I figured. I was like, look at her. She's zoned out. I was like, she's not hearing anything. I was
Well,
like,
listen, she's
I
used to
hear.
she's used to this phone stuff. We're used to talking like normal.
mm. All right,
Right.
I'll be here.
Sure.
That's true. Yeah.
Judge me. I mean, I was listening to what you guys were saying. Don't step on my shoes.
Oh, good job. All right, I'll probably come back.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Something on it like that is going to be as effective as an ant taking an elephant.
Any ideas? Let's focus all our power on a single point.
I used every ounce of strength I had. I got this. Just wait and see.
The Shea, stop! We're too close together.
Time to unleash
I was afraid of something like that.
the excited and wasn't thinking.
We're most grateful for your personal apology, Dragon God. Unfortunately, it seems even your power couldn't get Ouroboros to speak. This is a game about ingenuity. Brute forcing our way to victory isn't going to work. We've got to think. You gotta be kidding me! That's the fool! Hey, don't beat yourself up. You're telling us now, aren't you?
So what's the rule anyway? If you do a certain thing, then that will make something else happen. That's the first hidden rule of the game. The second is that if you trigger the first hidden rule, then you'll momentarily be able to do something else.
How interesting.
Look, the Leviathans are chasing after us. They must be working for our
Well, yeah, I mean, we are their prey.
No, please don't eat me!
There's nothing to worry about. They can't get us so long as we stand Ouroboros is back. Bro, you have to let me go. There's something much scarier than a Leviathan coming for us.
Well, it appears you're no different after all, even in the days of ancient magic. The wisest of the sages would speak to the power hidden deep in the amber valley of young man's listen. He said it was a power greater than the magic of the gods.
I don't think that guy was a sage.
For you, Provo, are you going to prove your team wrong, or was that all just talk? And so far, you're proving right. Who's lying? Dust yourself off and show them they were stupid to kick you off the team. It's just. No, you're right. We're not going to win this game if all I do is keep freaking out. Ready to work? Ready and able. Can you run? Yes, I can. That's what I like to hear. Let's go explore. All right.
And there they go.
Ouroboros in the tail? Hurry up, ready? I found this thorny thing. And that suspicious bit there.
Yeah, I see what you mean. The color of that scale's off.
Yes, I know exactly how we're gonna win this game. All we have to do is make Ouroboros check it out, right? Well, I know how. This little color is off because it's a weak one. All these big thorny spikes are just things to distract us from noticing it.
Hey, bro. So, I'm not totally sure that's what's going on here.
Here's my plan. We hit the scale with everything we've got, and once Ouroboros stops screaming, we go home victorious.
Well, there it is. Miranda said she's called Pearl to look before you hit, girl, and now I know why. Still, it's not the worst idea. Show that scale who's boss!
Get ready, guys. You're about to see me make history as I take down the undefeated god.
Hey, one thing. Don't stick around, okay? Punch the thing and run.
Wait, what?
Excuse me. What's all this?
Hey, watch me win the game!
Yeah, I expected as much. Well, bro, how would you feel if someone came up to you and suddenly smacked you on the head?
I suppose I'd be mad at you.
It's another trap. Thanks to your carelessness, we lost more people.
Don't be angry. I figured out an explosion and wanted to help everyone.
Don't worry. I would have done the same thing. It's the right move. Theories are meant to be tested. We're going to need to test even more. At a time. Till we've learned everything. I want you to know I wouldn't blame you if that attack had knocked him out of the game. None of us could have known that. Can't let a few traps stop us. But we should let them teach us an important lesson. No one wins if we're busy blaming each other. Captain Orbit, I'm not convinced that what Pearl just triggered is a trap. We're dealing with a highly unconventional god, so why would they be satisfied at laying a trap that would only get a few humans? All right then, what do you think it is? It's the key to winning the game. Ouroboros will retaliate if we attack its tail. It sounds like the first hidden rule.
No, it sounds stupid. We could have been wiped out. And we almost were. How is that not a trap, huh?
We only lost 4 people. Think, that's not a lot comparatively. If it was a trap, why so few victims?
Yeah, good point. It wouldn't be fun for Ouroboros if the goal was to take out as many as possible. I think it only looks like a trap. And the danger is some kind of misdirect.
Say any of that's true. What do we do next? Why, we uncover the second hidden rule of the game, of course. Any ideas? Got nothing.
What? Listen.
The need didn't say the game has a time limit. We've got room to figure this out and come up with a plan on how we're going to win. Mission. Let's do what exactly? Maybe that means it's something we can assume we could do.
All right, come on. None of this makes any sense. This game is just impossible to clear.
Maybe it's time to go home. The court accepts unconditional surrender when it comes to Ouroboros. Might be all we can do.
We have members who have 2 losses on their record.
That's only true because 6 months ago a certain someone made us lose.
Yeah, you ruined everything. You hadn't gotten us wiped out. You could take the loss and be done.
Sorry isn't good enough. Look at where we are. This is all your fault. Why do you always have to make everything worse?
Dost thou take pleasure in thy accosting of this demoiselle? Carbuncle, if thou seekest a speedy homecoming, we would certainly be glad to oblige you with a painless experience.
Whoa, hold on. It's not fair for a former doctor to take sides here, especially when this has nothing to do with you. More importantly, why are you defending her when all I've done was tell the truth?
Really? Oh, whatever. You're so far off the mark, it's not worth getting angry over. The case with Rose beside the point here. The reason I got mad is because we're trying to take this game seriously, and you're over there with your piss poor attitude, sucking the fun out of it. You're totally missing out on an awesome game, so why not just enjoy it?
You can't be serious. This isn't fun. Maybe you're having a good time, but the rest of us wish we could forget this ever happened.
You're wrong about that. I'm not the only one who's enjoying themselves right now.
This game's got way too much power. Assuming they're meant to be for humans. They just for arguing or something else. I know what to do. I'm gonna make the Ouroboros mad.
That's insane.
We're gonna lose more people this time. But it's the only way we'll win. So even if you end up back in the real world, I want you to keep watching until the end. At least tell us your whole plan. Lashea, are you ready to go all out on that scale?
Oh yeah, you know,